Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the pattern you can use to identify all the notes in the major keys. You don't necessarily need to memorize all the 12 different keys. Once you understand this pattern, or would I say formula, you'll be able to identify all the notes in the different 12 keys. Like I said, every major key in music must follow this pattern. And what is this pattern? Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. In other music theoretical books, you would see it as tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So just a quick definition. The smallest distance between two tones is called a semitone, or you can also call it the half step. Simply what you're doing is you're moving a step to the next note from, for example, from C to C sharp, from G to G sharp, from E to F, and so on. That's like an half step movement. While a tone comprises of two semitones or two half steps. What does that mean? If you're moving from the same thing from key C, you're taking your first half step is going to be C sharp and your next half step is going to be D. So your tone from C is D. Remember I said the pattern is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Or you can call it tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. I'm going to be illustrating it using this keyboard at the top. So we're going to start with our root note from the key of C. C is going to be the root note, and a whole note from C is D, which means you move half step to C sharp, then you move to D. Similarly, another whole note from D is E. Then half step from E is F. Whole note from F is G. Whole note from G is A. Whole note from A is B. And half step from B is C. So for the key of C, the whole notes you have there is C, D, E, F, G, A, B. You can also add C, which is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and your 1. Or some would say Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Ti, La, Sol, La, Mi, Do. Something like that. So for C, there is no sharp, there is no flat. And it's the same pattern you would apply for all the keys. One thing you should take note is that every major scale uses the letter once. From A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No skipping, no repeating. You have to use the letter once. That's why in some musical piece you can see them use E sharp instead of F. It's actually correct. It might look weird, but it's actually correct. What they're just trying to say, E sharp is F. Do you get? Or they can say B sharp or C flat. What you're actually saying is for B sharp is C and for C flat is B. So there is no skipping, no repetition. It just depends on how you write the piece. So instead of you memorizing all the 12 keys, all you need to do is to understand this simple pattern, which is tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, or whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So once you understand this pattern, every key would be easy for you to identify on your instrument and in your ears, basically. So learn the pattern. See you in the next video. Bye.